Hey, Kings of Dragons, Dragon King 551, and we are back with another Michigan breakdown video. The boys keep on dancing. We're heading to the Elite Eight. We have done it. We've gotten over the hump of last year, losing to Auburn. And this is the thing. You can hear it in Chicago. You can hear what you have to go up against. That's why Michigan really wanted to play hard and get that one seed. Now, that is what Dusty May was talking about. When they went there, there was a lot of fans. There's 25,000 Michigan alumni that live in Chicago. And the thing here is that Michigan fans travel. And so even though Alabama hit their shots, when Michigan went on a run and did their thing, oh my goodness, the stadium got loud and Alabama was feeling it and just hearing it and knowing that they had lost. And that was that. Mara and Johnson had two of the worst games of ever, but the other forward, Lendenborg, comes in clutch. Then you got your guards who are helping, and that truly turns the game around. With that being said, I'm going to jump into the stat line. I'm going to talk about it. What went right? What went wrong? What didn't go right? And Michigan scores another 90 points, which to me is just like, whoa! But we're going to talk about some of their guys. So you got Philin Jr. for Alabama, who has 35 points, and then who's that? Right Cell, who's got 15, and Sherelle, who's got 10. Once again, this is like a game of the Michigan State earlier in the season during, I think it was January, where Jeremy Fears had 30 points, right? Or 31 points. This is a guy who's a guard who had 35, and then you had Right Shell who had 15, and then you had a forward who had 10. That's not enough points and everything, and one guy is scoring almost all your points. He's scoring 40 points, basically. That's that's there. The other 37 points are coming from other guys, but you know, he's scoring most of his points. You can't have that. On Michigan's side, though, you got Yaxel Lendenborn as the lead scorer, but then you got Elliot Cadeau with the guard play. Nomari had a dunk, which was crucial. And then you got Roddy Gale off the bench and Trey McKinney off the bench. Bench points were crucial in this game. And you had two other, excuse me, he had two other guards that came in the game and played their hearts out. Two of the best guards. Troy McKinney hitting a three, 4 for 6 from the field goal there, 3 for 5 from the 3 point line. Oh my God, that man was shooting lights out. Yaxel Lendenborg went 80% from three. Oh my goodness. With that being said, let's go into the team stats. So this is where things get a little interesting. They're shooting worse from the field, Alabama. They're shooting 37, or I'm sorry, 36 from the field. Michigan is shooting 50% from the field. That's a big swing. Then you got Michigan shooting 48%. It was like 50% towards the end of the game from three. They're shooting only 30%. That's 18% better. Michigan is winning. Truly, yeah, they shot poorly from the line in their worst game versus 93 from the line, but Michigan had more attempts. They got to the line more. Alabama was fouling them more. And unfortunately, it didn't go, their way and everything else. Then you got the total rebounds. And this is another thing that I want to talk about. Total rebounds 40 versus 28. Michigan found a way to rebound more. 10 offensively versus 8 defensively, 30 versus 20. Assists, though, 22 versus 14. Michigan was more unselfish. Blocks, 8 versus 1. 4 steals versus 5 steals. Turnovers were about the same, but points off turnovers, Michigan had 14. Uh, Alabama only had 7. Michigan had 19 fast breaks, which meant like they controlled the tempo. Alabama was supposed to be fast, and they weren't. And then points in the paint, Michigan got 14 more points in the paint. Personal fouls committed, only 12 versus 19, and the largest lead for Michigan was 16. So take your pick. The other thing I like to mention is that in the first half it was close, and then Michigan shut them down in the second half. They only scored 28 points. They were like shooting 25, and then they didn't do anything, and they got one final like three-pointer, and then they fell apart. And you have just got to stay connected and everything. Let's go into the highlight reel. Oh my goodness, it's on CC again. So Michigan controls the tip, and we'll start it from there. But obviously, Alabama's going to get the bucket first. And this is not. I'm not going to blame this completely on Mora. So where is he? He is red today for Alabama, guys. So he comes here and he gets it. Mora drops back, but I'm not going to say Mora doesn't do his job. He does try to close out. The ball doesn't really go in the rim properly. It's like a weird shot. And I've always said it doesn't have to be pretty as long as it falls. That's kind of like what Alabama had with their philosophy. Doesn't have to be pretty as long as it goes in. And it went in. And, there's the screen, the roll gives it, and Mora, I mean, it just hits like a weird back iron and somehow falls. But I'm not going to complain about it. It is whatever. Good screen there by Yax. Yax, oh man, high, and he got it. I thought there was going to be some foul content. Contact, sorry, I said content. Good kick out. Mora left his feet. Oh my goodness, a rejection. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is good. This is all good defense. Forces him to fake. He drives. He gets rejected. Johnson blocks. Cadeau comes over to connect. But what happens is that another guy finds it here. This guy somehow kicks out over here. And then it's whoop right to the three. And it goes in. And, that's a problem. That's a problem. Oh, blocked. Oh, get that out of here. I caught it. Oh, wait, there's a guy wide open, and it's 3-point city, and it's 6-2. And that's a problem. And, everything else. Cadeau got it. Oh, Johnson, you got to stay with that. But Michigan switched better in the second half. There were better adjustments in the second half. And good rebound there by Cadeau. But it was still 8-2, and you needed some life from the bench. And you see, this is one that I don't even want to talk. I don't know what the fuck this ad is. Pardon me. I hate ads. I hate it. Get the fucking shit off here, dude. We're watching a game. You already had your ads during it. But this is another one that I want to go back on. So here's the motion. You got it. You got it. And then it's just there, and Johnson's not going to close out fast enough. He's coming here, and it's just woo right to the three-pointer again, and it is bad because Michigan is down 9. And Johnson doesn't close out. He comes from like the left side. Doesn't really work. Cadeau trying to get loose. Cadeau somehow gets it up, and it gets in. There's some offense. Let's see what they draw up here. Gives over to Yaxel Lendenborg. Double screen there. And he got it. Three-pointer. Yeah, Yax. Yax the man. And now it's 9. It's 11-9. Michigan is down 2. Here comes Cadeau. Cadeau gives it over to Mora. Mora floats. It's good. Mora had some points, but he didn't play his best game. McKinney got the screen. He wants it. He goes for the 3. It's good. Trey McKinney. Ah, man, that's a great closeout by McKinney there. And, push up the pace, give it to McKinney, and McKinney says, let me try again. And I got it again! Oh, man, he's just happy. He's like, woo, look at me! And those bench points really helped. You got that. And then that is a problem again. What? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, this is what happens. So you're just going to have a guy cut here, and then Namori's going to try coming there, and then, Mora just doesn't step up, and it's a 3. You got to contest your guy, and he doesn't do it. Look, it's a fake, and then, I'm sorry, 22 sets the screen, gives it off to 0 there. Philin, I think, is his name again. But then Yaxel says, you know what, I'm going to tie the game right here, and I don't give a flying F. 22-22. Smart decisions there. Stay with him, Cheddar. Stay with him. No, Cheddar, no! Don't fall for that. Cheddar Cheddar has got to stay with him. Once again, this is a problem. Cheddar has him here, and then he backs off, and then it's a three for him on the step back. You can't let him do that. You got to stay connected. Give him the driving lane, don't give him the three, and he gets it. You can't do that. Better closeouts, guys. Better closeouts. There's one by Yaks. Missed. Cadeau trying to get it. He's got it. And somehow that guy got a three. That was unbelievable. I don't know how that happened. I mean, you got to hang on to the ball more. Oh yeah, Johnson, beautiful cut. That's just good there. Because this is just great. Cadeau gives it right to Mora. And hang on. What happens here is everyone loses their guy. You got one guy here. Gale wants to look like he wants to cut. Then you got, I think this is fill in, and he's not looking with his head. Johnson just comes down the lane and says, I'll take that right to the dunk contest over here. And, look, oh, excuse me, more to me. Philin loses his guy, and he doesn't look fast enough, and it's just an easy dunk. Mara's got the ball. He gives it over to Cadeau. Cadeau's going to try mid-range. It's good! 2-point game. And there you go again, down 5. But Yak's running it. Oh, Yak's what a catch. And only down 3 again. But you got to close out better. I mean, the slip in the screen. Michigan was fighting through them and everything. Let's see what we got here. Gives it off to Cadeau. No one is there. Amara just kind of sets his feet, and boom, it's a 3 for Cadeau. No one comes out on it. That's a big mistake. You got to do better on that. And Cadeau, and good closeout by Cadeau. I can't complain on that one. Blocked. That Yak's forcing the pace. Yak's going through 2 defenders. He's got it. 33-36. Stay with your man. Stay with your man. Oh, and that's a good dunk there. That's a good roll. Gale in trouble. Gale goes up high. He got it! What a shot by Gale. And that one is off. Go, go, push the pace. Trey McKenny's got the ball. He thought about it. And there should have been an and one there. There was definitely contact, but Trey McKenny definitely got one. And everyone is flipping out. The Michigan fans are yelling. Oh, rejected! Get the rebound. Good. Go. Gives it over to Gale. Gale for 3. Yes! It doesn't have to be pretty, just as I said. Good shot. And that's the first lead they had since most of the game. Yes? No. Good closeout by Lendon Moore, but still a 3. And you just see the Alabama fans just being like complete douches. No class. Trey McKenny says, I got it again, and I'll do it again. Yes. Oh, my God, another ad. But Trey McKenny is playing lights out. And, you got to play lights out on it. And, you've got to play your game. And unfortunately, they didn't close out on him, and that's a problem. Close out, Johnson. Yes. Good rebound. Get the ball. Go up the court. There were 7 lead changes in this. Laxel gives it over to Ronnie Gale with the 3. Yes, sir. And somehow, I don't know how they got on a run and came back, but it was ridiculous here. I don't know what happened there. He's saying he got pushed off, and I think I agree. But, anyway, we go into the second half. No one is free. Oh, my God! Put him on the floor. Make him touch God and grass. My Lord. He went on the grass. Let's watch that again. Ah! Get away from me, motherfucker! Boom! Yeah, Yaks was showing it up. Yaks floats. It's no good. Namari gives it over to Cadeau. A good kick out. 3. No good. Yaks cleans it up, though. 52-49. Trying to get inside. Oh! Block by Cadeau. That was great. And that's the same shot that happens twice because Gale blocks it in the corner on one of the plays. And there it is, 52-51. I think this is, yeah, this is the corner right again. And here comes Gale, blocked! Same result! Oh man, number 3 was having some problems. And right to Yaxel like a safety. Gives over to Damari. Damari says, I got this! Woo! Good contribution there. Not a good idea trying to do a pass across the court like that. Just kind of go to the ball. Yax firing. It's good. No one is on him. No one steps up. 20 points for Yax. He's had 48, though, in the last 2 games, though, which is impressive. And then that again, you have to step up on your man. Yax driving inside. Yax goes high. It's good. My goodness, that man is smart. And his mom and dad looking happy there. Gives it over there. 3. It's good. Gotta get out there faster, Mora. Good screen. Good screen. Gives it over to Gale. Yes, sir! March Gale is here. We love Roddy Gale. He's playing legacy for Michigan. Blocked! Rejected by Gale again! And I think Gale can't get that one. That was just a bad pass by Yax, but it happens. Yax gives it over to Cadeau. Cadeau gives a 3. Bad closeout, and it's good. Make them pay. It's already gone at that point. Boom! High arcing shot. We're up 10. I don't know why they just... I hate when they do this and go back on a possession like that, and it's 60-70. But it is what it is. Here we go. Boom, boom. Johnson looking. Johnson trying. Johnson can't get it. Oh, my goodness. It gets hits around. Got to play a little bit better like that, Johnson. I know. Oh, he fell. Hello. But if you keep your dribble, it's fine. Somehow they called a foul there. Which is ridiculous, though. I mean, that shouldn't be a foul. Stay on him. Don't leave your feet. And he gets it anyway. He shakes and bakes on Yax. Yax has got the ball, though. A 7-0 run for Alabama. He doesn't care, though. He floats it. And Morris says, I'm going to clean it up and dunk on your head, and there's not a thing you can do about it. So they're talking about 22. Look at him just kind of go there. And he doesn't see Mora on the other side. Too late. I got you. Gives it over to Mora. Mora is just trying to give it over to Cadeau. Cadeau goes inside. Nice float by Cadeau. Grabs the rim and decides to fall. 81-67. That's just fine. And then a 3. But Cadeau gets it right back. Cadeau's inside. Cadeau gives it over to Cheddar. Cheddar gives it back to Cadeau. Cadeau hits a 3. It's over, baby. 84. And Cadeau was definitely talking, saying it's over. And there's a miss. And somehow they get it back. Stay with your man, Yax. Don't leave your feet. 41-25. That's terrible. I mean, Yax gives it. Oh, yeah. Gale says, let me put the finishing touch 90 on this bucket. Cadeau. Woo! No look pass. And Gale's got it. And that's the game. 90-77. Michigan wins. They advance to the Elite Eight. I got nothing more to say about this. Keep dancing, fellas. 3 more, and we're national champs, baby. Woo! Oh, man. If Michigan can do it, this has been the greatest 2020s ever for me. You know, this has been the greatest time of span for Michigan sports and everything. If they can win a national championship in this, you know, I'll be ecstatic. 23 football national championship, knocking on that door, hopefully, knock on that wood, and keep dancing, fellas, because it's not over. There's nothing to be happy about. You're in the Elite Eight. You want to get to the Final Four, and you want to get to the national championship. Elite Eight, baby. You know, you got 3 plus 5. That's Elite Eight. 4-4, right? 1 round done. Get to the Final Four. That round done. To the Final 2, baby. And then the lone man at the top of the mountain, the national champ. Potentially Michigan can finish 37-3. That's all I got for you guys. Until next time, don't forget to stay radical. I'll see you in the next one. Hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and let me know your thoughts on the Michigan Wolverines. How far will they go?